All right, welcome to Four Downs. Josh and I are going to take a look at 4 things that Syracuse did well last week in its win against South Florida, and 4 things that they need to do to beat Pittsburgh. So, Josh, first down, Antoine Bailey.
Yeah, Antoine Bailey played great against USF. Actually, he played well all season. I'm kind of happy to see him get a couple more touches last week. He's been explosive for the Orange, and you saw it pay off against USF. You look at him running down the sidelines. He looks wide open. When he's in space, he's dangerous. Ryan Nassib likes going to him on checkdowns now because he knows they can still get yards out of it.
Yeah, the big play was the factor from Antoine Bailey. 2 plays of over 30 yards from scrimmage. 1 huge pickup on third down.
Yeah, and you talk about big plays from Antoine Bailey. More big plays from Syracuse came from the defensive side and how well they blitzed.
Yeah, Syracuse came with a ton of different schemes. Coach Schaefer really came up with a lot of clever ways to get after Bulls B.J. Daniels, and it really caused a lot of mistakes on Daniels' part. 4 individuals had sacks for Syracuse, a testimony to the way the blitz was coming from the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Very impressive from Syracuse, the blitz. Scott Schaefer just did a great job dialing up the plays, but when you take a look at why it worked, South Florida was willing to try and go deep and not max protect. Syracuse then sent the blitz and it paid off. Pitt probably not going to be as willing to do that. They're going to max protect, use short passes, so Syracuse might not be as successful with the blitz against Pittsburgh.
Well, they're going to try and blitz the ball, especially on third down. That brings us to our third down topic, the Syracuse third down defense, Josh.
Yeah, believe it or not, Syracuse's defense has been great when they're facing third downs. They're getting the offense off the field, and that makes them really fresh in the fourth quarter. Syracuse has been a very strong second half team. Believe it or not, Syracuse fans, the Orange ranked 19th in third down defense.
Yeah, last year against Pittsburgh, they were 7 for 14. They've been a little bit better this year, and if they want to beat Pittsburgh, they're going to have to get the defense off the field.
One other thing they're going to have to do to beat Pitt is avoid turnovers, David.
Yeah, especially late in the game. I think at the beginning of the game, Syracuse needs to get off to a fast start, but that hasn't really been a problem for them so far. Ryan Nassib, only 2 interceptions so far this season, and he hasn't thrown one in his last 3 games. They haven't really been putting the ball on the ground. Last year it was a problem where they threw 3 interceptions, but they also forced 3 Pitt fumbles.
Yeah, believe it or last year when Syracuse faced South Florida, they had 7 turnovers in the game. They've played 5 games so far and have 7 turnovers total throughout the season. They've been much more judicious with the ball, and that's really going to help them going into Pitt in the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to ball control. Ball control will be the name of the game, especially against another physical test against Pittsburgh.
Antoine Bailey, some sacks, some third downs, getting the offense off the field, and some turnovers. That should be a recipe for Syracuse to beat Pitt.